Hi friends, welcome to YouTube channel MacTech Know-How. Today's topic of discussion is part program for slot milling for the beginners. So here I have taken one example where the dimension of the component is given and it has been told to write a program to machine the 5 mm slot inside the workpiece, okay, as shown in this figure. So 5 mm slot we need to machine and we need to use a 5 mm diameter end mill and the part depth or the thickness of the plate is 8 mm and the slot depth is 2 mm, and we have been given that Z reference is 7 mm above the workpiece, means Z will be 0 over here. Okay, so with that I have written A, B, C, D, E, F to define the position of the cutter or the tool or the end mill. So this is how it will be moving inside the workpiece to do the machining of the slot. Okay. So and Z is 0 because it has been given in the question to consider the Z reference as 7 mm from the away or above the workpiece. If it was not given, we could have considered that Z reference is at the top surface, okay, of the workpiece. But here it is given that it is above 7 mm above the workpiece. Okay. So with that, we will do the assumption that is all the dimension will be from the lower left corner of the workpiece. Okay. And it has been given that Z's reference will be 7 mm above the workpiece. So here it will be Z equal to 0. Tool position is defined as A, B, C, D, E, F, and it will again return to A. So with that, taking workpiece reference, I have calculated the position of the tool for A, B, C, D, and E and F, okay, which I have written over here as X and Y coordinate. So if you see, this is 90, this is 60, this is 10. So 60 plus 10, 70, 70 plus 10, 80. So we are left with 10 mm. So 5 mm here, 5 mm here. So with this 5 and this 10, it will be 15. So the position of A in X direction is 15. This is 50 total and this is 10. This is 10 means 20. So 50 minus 20 is 30. So 15 mm here, 15 mm here. So 15 plus 10, that is 25. 25 plus 5, it will be 30. Then 30 and then half of the diameter of the tool, that is 2.5. So 32.5. So this is how the location of the cutter at position A is defined. So similarly, you can define for B, C, D, E, F, and if you have any difficulty, you can ask me. So now we will see how the cutter will be moving and doing the slot milling. So here first we will see in one view how the cutter will move from A to F and then return to A. So this is how the movement of the cutter will be, okay, and then it will return to A. Let's see in other view where we are seeing that the cutter is 7 mm above the workpiece, then it will travel 7 mm and then again go 2 mm inside the workpiece, then it will travel from A to F and then again return to A, then again come above the workpiece like 7 mm. So this is how it will be done in another view. See, it is going inside doing the cutting operation and then returning to F and then again A and then above the work surface 7 mm. So this is how the cutter will be moving. So with that, we will start the program. So let us start the part program. Here I have kept the diagram on the right hand side so that we can do the reference while doing the part programming. So first we will write the program number so that it can be later on retrieved whenever required. Then block number, that is N110. Here it can be like N110, N120, or it can be N110, N115, or it can be N10, 20. Okay, you can define it. G90, because we are selecting absolute mode, because all the dimension or the position of the tool we will be calculating from the left corner, okay, F bottom corner. That's why this is absolute mode, that is G90. Then G21, that is all the inputs will be in mm. Then feed in mm per minutes, that's why G94. If it is mm per revolution, it is different. Then M06, that is tool change, and T01, that is if I have kept my end mill, that is diameter 5 mm in position 1 in the tool magazine, I will be writing T01. If I have kept in different position, I can define it separately. That is maybe T02, T03, depends where the tool is kept in the tool magazine. Then M03 means now the spindle where the tool is mounted will be starting in clockwise. S800 in colleges and universities, they give a chart based on the tool material and the workpiece material and the coolant condition. You can select the speed of the spindle. M08 means coolant on. And every line or the block, I am writing end of block. Then G00 means rapid travel of tool, and Z0 because Z is defined that it is 7 mm above the workpiece. So here it will be Z as 0. So now the tool will be 7 mm above the workpiece, but it will be written as Z0 because it is the Z reference. Once I have written G00, no need to write it again, but it will be still rapid travel of the tool. And then here I will be defining or writing the position of my cutter for the position A, that is X15 and Y 32.5, then end of block. So now my tool is at position A but 7 mm above the workpiece, and then now it has to go inside the tool so that the cutting operation can start. So here I am writing G01, which means linear travel of the tool or linear interpolation. Then Z minus 9 because 7 mm the tool was above the workpiece. Okay, and then it is like 2 mm, the slot is like 2 mm, so the total travel is 9 mm, but Z reference or Z0 is here, so all the dimension below it will be negative. That's why Z minus 9. And F55 here I have taken the feed as 55. So depending on the material of the tool and material of the workpiece, the feed can be selected. Okay, so here what I'm considering, the feed for the complete cutting operation will remain same. That's why I have to define it only once, and then all the cutting operation will be with that feed. Then again here it will be only x75 because what is happening, the y coordinate is remaining same. If you see from A to B the cutter is traveling but the y coordinate is not changing, only x coordinate is changing. So G01 I don't have to write it again because it will be there till another code comes and cancels this particular G code. Okay, so only x75 I have written over here, then end of block. So now my cutter has moved from A to B. Okay, now it has to go from B to C, but it is a circular motion. So here we have to define as circular interpolation, which is Z02. Okay, G02 is circular interpolation in clockwise. Okay, then here x coordinate and y coordinate both are changing. That's why x 82.5 and y 25. R5, here if you see this radius is 10 but the slot is 5 mm. So inside radius of the slot is 5 mm. That's why R5. So here I have to write the inside radius of the slot. So now my cutter is now reached at C. Now it has to come from C to D, which is also circular motion. So again it will remain same, so no need to write it again, but the x and y coordinates have changed. That's why I'm writing x 75 and y 17.5, and radius is same. Okay, that is r5. So next I have to go from D to E, which is a linear interpolation or linear movement or linear cutting which is taking place. So G01, then X15, because here the from D to E, Y coordinate has not changed, only X coordinate has changed, then end of block. Okay, here if you see the feed is same, that's why I'm not writing for the linear and circular also, but sometimes based on the material and coolant condition it may happen that linear, for linear motion you may keep feet separate, and for circular cutting you can keep the feet separate. Okay, so here I've kept the feed as same. So G01 X15, so now my tool is traveling from D to E and doing the cutting operation. Now then again from E to F it will be circular motion or circular cutting. That's why circular interpolation Z02. Then here x and y coordinates both are changing, that's why both are written, x 7.5 and y 25. Okay, and here the radius again I have to define because in between g01 has come as a one line, that's why again I have to define all the things. So here r phi, that is the inside radius of the slot. With that, now it has to move again from F to A, that is also circular, so it will remain same, no need to write again. Then x and y coordinate both are changing, that's why I have to written here that x 15 and y 32.5. Radius is same, that is the inside radius of the slot 5 mm. Okay, so now my tool has reached A. Now again the tool is inside the workpiece, that is 2 mm. Now it has to come back and be 7 mm above the workpiece. So that's why G00, that is the rapid travel, because when there is no cutting we have to do the rapid travel, and Z0. Now the tool is 7 mm above the plate surface. With that, now G28, that is the rapid return to machine reference position. After that, M05, the spindle will stop now, and then M09, that is the coolant off, and finally M30 means end of program and tape rewind. So with that the complete program has been done. Okay, so if you see, the few starting lines and few ending lines are same mostly for all the programs. Okay, so now we will see the tool movement again. So from A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F, and returning to A. Same thing we will see in another view. It is coming down, entering, then B, C, D, E, F, and again back to A, and then coming above the work surface 7 mm. Okay, so the complete program and its animation is done. So hope you like the video. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and please press the bell icon. We will meet again in the next video very soon. Till then, goodbye.